In this video, you'll learn how to train custom workflows with Claude Code. By following these steps, you will define your workflow type, create a standard prompt template, and implement a review loop, among other essential processes. This structured approach will enhance the efficiency of your workflow training. Begin by defining your workflow type. Choose one specific type from the options provided, such as a back-end API workflow, a full-stack app workflow, a debugging workflow, or a database design workflow. It is crucial to select only one type to maintain clarity and effectiveness in the training process. Mixing multiple workflow types can lead to confusion and inefficiencies. Next, create a standard prompt template, which serves as your training system. For example, if you are focusing on a back-end workflow, your template should include the context such as Node version 18, the environment like VS Code terminal on Windows, and specify that it is local only. Then define the exact step number and outline a single clear objective for the workflow. Include constraints such as limiting to a single file unless stated otherwise, avoiding TypeScript, using Express only, and not utilizing Docker. Ensure to specify the output format, including folder structure, commands, full code, and testing instructions. Save this template in a secure location for future use. After establishing your template, break projects into manageable phases. For instance, you might have a phase 1 for setup, phase 2 for core features, phase 3 for database integration, and so on. Each phase should represent a separate Claude session or prompt. Avoid requesting all phases at once to maintain focus and clarity throughout the training process. Implement a review loop after every output to ensure quality and security. This loop involves critically analyzing the generated code by listing weaknesses, performance issues, and potential security risks. Following this assessment, suggest improvements and apply them without introducing new dependencies. This systematic review process is essential for maintaining professional standards in your workflows. Create defined role modes to enhance output quality rather than relying on random prompting. For example, establish a build mode where you act as a senior back-end engineer focused on simplicity and maintainability. In refactor mode, prioritize structure and readability as a senior code reviewer. In debug mode, concentrate solely on identifying the root cause of issues without rewriting the entire system. Switching between these modes can significantly improve the results of your workflows. Finally, lock the scope aggressively to prevent failures due to scope expansion. Always include guidelines such as not introducing new libraries, architectures, or layers unless explicitly requested. This practice will help keep your workflow stable and manageable. Additionally, create a personal rule system tailored to your specific needs, such as starting with a single file, adding the database only after ensuring the routes work, and saving refactoring and optimization for the end of the process. That wraps up today's guide. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next tutorial.